happy bros. Hey, you're about to get a face full of the Kenn Bosak. He's a mentor. That's what I heard. He's a connector. Oh yeah. He's a brilliant leader. I've seen it. He's Kenn Bosak. Oh, happy bro. You gotta get some Bitcoin and hold it. Happy bros. You gotta get those NFTs and you gotta hodl that stuff. You gotta hodl it. 'Cause I'm Kenn bro. We got your Bitcoin, bro. He's an original. Buy some NFTs and hold them. How many times does he have to tell you? Going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're gonna get real high. 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 Yeah, we're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Bro, we're going to the moon. Oh yeah, we're going to the moon. We're gonna get real high. Real high. Yep. Real high. Hello, happy bros. Come get your Kenn Bosak.
And we're live. Welcome to the
I thought we were
metaverse.
live for the past 5 minutes, but hello.
Yo, so Miggy's at a pizza party, so shout out to the Pizza Dell. Shout out to, what is it, Fio, Asvoria, everybody that's...
Fio, Asvoria, all the gang.
Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody who helped contribute to Miggy Crypto Live, doing his thing over there at the pizza party, Bitcoin Pizza Day. Did you do anything today for Bitcoin Pizza Day?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I had pizza yesterday. Yeah. Early.
Close.
Yeah.
You did it early.
Dang.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that. I should have said, whatever. But I guess
You should
introduce
just lie to
yourself.
us.
Let the audience know a little bit about, who you are and maybe how you got into crypto.
Yeah. Hi guys. So pleasure to be here. This is my first podcast I've ever done. I got into crypto a few years ago, but I didn't actually start working in the crypto space until this year, working on an NFT project called World Changers. As you can see, I'm kind of oddly dressed. I am a hero based off of World Changers, which actually will be dropping very, very soon. You can access it on worldchangers.io to see more about it. But basically, I knew a guy who knew a guy who was like, hey, I'm looking for some design work because I'm a web designer and developer. And I met this guy who's working on this NFT project, and I was like, wait, I love NFTs. And then we went to NFT NYC, and that's where I met Ken and Miggy, and we really vibed like right off the bat. I love the DGen energy, and I feel like we really felt each other on that. And
For
he's been
sure.
I
You were
remember
already dressed up like an avatar, and I was I was already an avatar my damn self. It was so cool. I feel like you, me, and Loudmouth were like the three most meta humans out there.
We were, yeah, we were real AR. We were out there, and I something that I noticed at NFT NYC, which was interesting, is like I kept calling it a con and not a conference because I come from an anime background and I go to anime conventions all the times, and for anime goers, we call it cons, right? Anime cons. So I kept saying that, and people were like, NFT con? Don't you mean like NFT NYC or the conference? And I was like, you know what? There needs to be some sort of reform going on in this space.
Yeah. You can't call it a con because there's too many cons at the conference and their feelings get hurt.
Wait, that actually makes a lot of sense. Maybe that's why we don't want to call it a con because, NFT has such a reputation,
Oh
crypto
yeah.
bros and all
If
that
you
stuff.
type in NFT con, you're not going to find a conference till like 6 pages on Google.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I do. I just design websites and I do some art as well. I actually minted my very first NFT today. It's called Cygoth, and I'm really excited for this NFT project because I feel like it's gonna really take off if I create the community right. Basically, it's what it sounds like, Cygoth, Cyclops, who are goth girls
Nice.
and they're hot.
That is
And
Oh, cool. That's hilarious. I had no
yeah,
idea.
and there's a lot that's going to be happening. I posted my first Twitter post today. So been planning that for a while. If you want to check that out, it's Cygoth, Cygoth on Twitter. And yeah, I'm just very new to the space, just kind of making friends, so they can kind of teach me more things. And I'm really happy to be on this podcast again. Thank you. It's my first time. You
We're
popped my
happy to-
podcast cherry.
Welcome to Core Memories, everybody. We're gonna live rent free in your head for the rest of your life now.
For real.
I'm checking out the World Changers. That's over on Twitter right now, guys. Go ahead and put it in the comments below if you're watching over on X. But that's where we live, so come on over to X, check it out. I see the art and stuff like that. Are you the artist that made the art for these superheroes?
So I'm not the main artist. I did the backgrounds and some of the weapons, like the auras that you probably see there. I'm not sure if they're on there yet, but there was this artist named Blue, who's a really cool guy. He dresses like an anime character and he looks amazing. So he did all the art and it's all hand drawn by one person. So it's a pretty big project being full body NFTs.
I love the slogan, capes, capes, and more capes. I need a cape. I think it was like the only accessory fashion-wise that I don't have in my what is it, repertoire, ardoise? Like it's not in my wardrobe. I need a cape. I love that that you had a cape, and it was just like, yeah, I want one. I think I had a cape once back in the day. I was at a conference in Toronto, Untraceable Futurist Conference, and Kyle Kemper, who's running with the Kennedy guys, the presidential campaign, he had a project called Swiss Key, and I think he gave me a red cape with Swiss Key logo on it, but I'd have to dig that out of storage somewhere. That was like 5 years ago or something. I definitely need to get another cape. Is that some swag you're gonna have at conferences they give out, like cape swag?
That's definitely in
Ooh,
the
you need a
plan.
cape.
Yeah, that's definitely in
Yes.
the plan. I heard someone say something about like doggy capes as well, which if you have a dog, you
Yes.
can match. But that's all in
Yes,
the
you need it.
roadmap for sure.
So what blockchain are you going to be deploying the World Changers on, the collectible?
It's gonna be base.
Base. Oh, cool. What made you choose base?
So originally we actually were gonna do Polygon, and when we went to NFT NYC, everyone was just like base, 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 base,
Yeah. Yeah.
like pigeons, and it was like, you know what, maybe it should be base. And also we have one of our team members knows Jesse Pollock, so that's a plus.
Yeah, it's a big plus. But yeah, base is definitely where to go. I would definitely have recommended that as well. if not base, probably would have tried to pull you towards Solana to do something with Asvoria, since I'm with the company over there. But I think base is a good spot for something like this. You know, they're very meme friendly. You know, like the memes do well on base, and this seems to be something more serious, but with that meme energy. So it's like I feel like it could thrive well on base.
Yeah, me too. And there's a basis I think is up and coming as well. So I think it's a has a lot of eyes on it right now, which
Yeah,
is really
well,
cool.
especially with Coinbase taking the SEC to court, so it's like definitely gonna be in the topic of conversation. I don't think Polygon's gonna have the same headlines.
No, no. Polygon seems like it's like in the corner, just doing its own thing right now.
So I guess if you could just run us through kind of like the white paper roadmap that you kind of have for World Changers, let us know a little bit about what it is, what you're going to be doing with the collection on base.
Yeah, so World Changers is meant to be a community that kind of shines a light on others, meaning that you would use your presence in the community to uplift others, either if it's like through social media or through in real life things like environmental causes. And the way that that's done is World Changers has its own marketplace, and it also has its own unique features like the journal entry. So if you go into World Changers, you make your account, you're going to have almost like a Facebook profile where you can list your links, and then you have, your vault where all your heroes lie. And then you have your journal entry feature, which you can tie to each character that you have. So when you mint a hero, you can add journal entries to that hero and they will appear on its page. So you can either add lore to it or you can like just do whatever, add quotes, and that will be tied to your hero, which is really cool. And through that, we want people to talk about each other. It's almost like a forum but without the ability to respond. So there's no like there's no valid validation of anything. It's just like this is my thoughts. They're out there. Do what you will with them. So it's a very creative, artsy kind of thing. It is a first time NFT project for the team. The people that are leading the team essentially. So we just kind of now are being more public and open about it and just encouraging people to give us like ideas, give us suggestions. We have a Discord that you can join. You can just talk to us on Twitter as well. Because we kind of just want to hear from the experts because we're all kind of new on this. We just wanted to do something in the NFT space that was cool and unique, which is the hero builder aspect. So when you go and you mint your hero, you can actually choose like whether you want a feminine figure or a masculine figure, what kind of skin color you want, the body type that you want, and then you can add your traits like the
Oh,
backgrounds and
cool.
the auras and things like that. So it's a lot of features that are
Nice.
brand new and there's a lot going on, but that's the cool part about it. It's served to you as like a comic book plate, and you just kind of look through the pages and see what you want to do with that.
So you're taking the whole
That's awesome.
avatar character building thing to the NFT space.
Yes,
See,
yes.
you need to find blendable NFTs.
What was
That'll add
that?
another dynamic. NFTs that you could blend together.
Blendable NFTs. I heard about that very briefly. I'm not really entirely sure like what that is. You can
Yeah,
explain to me.
different blockchains have different abilities. I don't think Base is smart contract out for blending yet. I don't think I've seen anybody blending on Base. But Miggy, hit her with
Yeah,
the
I think
info. What
Wax
is
is the
blending?
so the only one that I know for right now is from the Wax blockchain. Wax stands for Worldwide Asset Exchange. They're a very gamified blockchain, and one thing that they implemented early on was the ability to blend your NFTs. So, for example, I curated art for an animation studio that was tied to Funimation, and I made different rarities by making some of the NFTs more available in higher numbers for lesser price. But in order to get the higher tiered NFTs that had lesser numbers, you had to blend some of the lesser NFTs to move up. And so, as you got higher up in tier, there was less available for each tier, and the only way to go up in the tier was to continue taking NFTs and blending them together. So the mechanisms that work are, you have two NFTs, you send those to another contract, and then you're given a different NFT. But the way that it looks is that you're taking two NFTs, you're basically burning them, and you're getting a new one. But they call that blending. So let's say you could take different items, like you said, you're building your hero. You could take different aspects of that hero, laser eyes, super strength, flight ability, and then you could blend these different aspects or trait these NFTs as different aspects, and then get a hero, according to whatever you put in to be that combination, you get to choose which NFT gets sent to them as that representative. And so you could actually, make it to where you can literally build these heroes, buy the individual traits as NFTs, and then blend them together to get a hero with those traits.
You know what's
Interesting.
cool?
I'm so
Wax
interested to
does
see
that.
what that looks like in the
Oh,
background, you
I
know.
will send you some
Yeah.
NFTs to play with.
Please.
Yeah, yeah. I got some action figures of myself. We sold about 1 million NFTs or whatever, like 2 million NFTs. They were like $1 each. So I made about $1 million. My artist made about 1 million. And on the secondary market, because they were only like $1, we hit like $900,000 in secondary market sales, which basically means my community made about 1 million. So everybody was eaten. But basically, what these NFTs are, like some of them were just like action figures of me in like whitey tighty underwear, and that's it. And they had like a pee stain on the front and like skid marks on the back.
Oh
And
my
it was
God.
a 360 avatar that you could bring out into the real world with AR. So you could augmented reality, take a selfie with me in my underwear as a cartoon character. It was pretty dope. But then I had accessories that you could blend and basically put a hat on, put pants on, put shoes on, fanny pack. I had a blunt accessory, like a lighter, all kinds of accessories, and you could blend them into like one NFT of an action figure dressed up holding the accessories and stuff. It was pretty cool.
Oh, that is sick. That is so sick. Oh my God, wait, that's what I want Zygoth. That's what I want Zygoth to do. I want it to the community to get rich off of the things that
So
I
if you're
create.
not set on base, wax might be an option because you could do these for like pennies, literally, and still make a
Yeah.
profit because it doesn't have any network fees or resource fees, gas fees, and like it's fairly resourceful. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it was
Wax?
nice. Yeah, wax.io.
Wax.
Yeah,
Wow, this is incredible.
that's probably going to be the one that has the most like gamification to the smart contracts, and it's the cheapest. But unfortunately, people have a perception of like if it doesn't cost a lot to produce, it's not worth a lot, right? So it's like if you use Ethereum, people are like, oh, $10,000 for an NFT, that makes sense. Like the smart contracts, the gas fees, it's production value, shipping and handling. It goes into that perception of like, oh, that makes sense, that's why it costs so much. But then when you start showing people like there's no gas fees, there's no transaction, there's no smart contract fees, this is, and they're like, well, why do you want more than $1? You're like, okay, well, let's sell this for $1. That's why I did it, because it was like, yeah, these are basically, free. Anybody could be, it doesn't cost anything to make wax NFTs. So it was, the way they perceived it wasn't so, valued. But then you sell a lot of them at, $1, then it adds up. So I was hoping to be like, the dollar store of NFTs. It worked for a while, sold millions of NFTs for $1. I think it's going to have its opportunity to come back the way things are moving right now. So I'm looking at breathing life back into the dollar store of NFTs. But I own NFTforsale.com. So if you just type in NFTforsale.com, it just brings you to my NFTs.
That's so smart. What?
Oh, I bought these domains back in the day. Somebody stole NFT with an S, NFTs for sale, but I also own NFTforsale.com. So you could spell it or you could put the number 4. I bought all the domains for NFTs years ago. I sold a few for like 10 grand. Yeah, I know, right? And they were like $150. That's when I grabbed them. So it was like good come ups just from grabbing domain names on GoDaddy. And people send me offers all the time for the ones I have, but unless it's got like 6 zeros, I ain't giving up these ones.
Yeah, right. Wow, you're smart. You really got in early on that, on all of that.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
no.
don't confuse me with smart. I am a degenerate piece of shit scumbag who has nothing to lose. If
You're
I
just
had
lucky. You're just
kids or
lucky
anything like that, my kids would be without shoes and socks because daddy spent all their money on shitcoins. Not smart, just a degenerate. I just happen to be addicted to fucking money instead of drugs.
Yeah. You're a smart ass. You're not smart. Yeah, got it.
Right, yeah, 100. My uncle would always say, what are you, a wise guy or a truck driver? Because either way, you're a smart ass. And I was like, yeah, I feel it.
I love that. Yeah,
But
that's what I want to do with Cygoth, and I don't even want to like make a bunch of money just from selling or minting. I want to have a community, have people come in and There's one aspect that I really like about it is that Cygoth has like a story to it that people can just add to. And what I want is I want artists to come in and like do fan art and like create their own characters, create their own lore. And there's clubs as well. So you have a club for like the nerds and the anime people. You have that's called Rune Keep. You have a club for the sports, the skiers, the skateboarders. It's called Gauntlet. And then you have a bunch of other clubs that I'm creating as well, which are I'm really excited for. And those are just going to be like tied to the character, and you can access on the Discord if you're interested in that. But yeah, wax is really cool. Thanks for showing me that because I just want to make a bunch of stuff. I love making things, and I like that wax is compatible with games because I do want to make a 3D version of these characters so people could use them in said game as well. But yeah, I'm just learning, and thank you so much for. I feel like I'm like getting therapy right now. It's great.
That's
Welcome to the Not
hilarious.
Another Bitcoin podcast therapy session.
Get your tissues.
It is.
So is it Cygoth_NFT on Twitter?
Yes, yes, that's it on
All
Twitter.
right, just want to make sure I grab the right one. I'm going to comment this one as well
Oh,
in
thank you
the,
very much, brother.
description.
Yeah, and I love suggestions, especially hardcore ones that are like, this sucks. This is what you should do. Like, give me all the suggestions if you want. I'm always open for it. I'm a
And if you want,
Sagittarius, so I like the hard truth.
plain, you know, if you want a gamified NFT, I would definitely recommend Wax. Definitely 100%. Yeah. If you need any help, I know Miggy and me, we both have experience with it. Our communities are pretty adamant for hands-on help too. If you wanted to jump into either one of our telegrams, people are always down to help.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
it's mostly just like voluntary shit. I'd be hard pressed to say like anybody would be like, pay me. It's just like you need help doing a Wax NFT, they're gonna be
Yeah.
hyped to help.
And I'm done for equivalent exchange. We'll do a little trade or something. Trade time or whatever it is.
Oh no, see, that's the thing with our communities. A lot of people just genuinely get off helping. Like that's where we've built our energy is like help people who help people. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
the
that's
pay it
nice.
forward mentality. You know, the kind of people we fuck with are the ones who do pay for the coffee for the guy behind them in line.
Exactly. I love that.
So I definitely wanted to get more eyes on Cygoth because it would be cool to see something more gamified. As when it comes to like storytelling stuff like that, and it wouldn't cost you almost anything in resources on Wax. It would just be like the cost of art and time, really. Once you know
Yeah,
how to
yeah,
use it,
for real.
once you know how to use it though, it's kind of like common sensey. Like it may take about a month to really figure out like what you're doing, but I would recommend make a dummy account, like make a backup, like make a dummy wallet, make a dummy collection, and just don't take it serious. Just like use it to learn all the things that are going to go wrong, and then after a couple weeks of doing that, start your actual collection, start your actual store, and start minting the actual assets, because it doesn't cost anything to experiment, but you don't want to like use the name that you're going to want to use. So just like put together a bunch of gibberish on a keyboard like Kafafi, like Trump did, Kafafi. And
You
just
know,
use that.
I feel like you said this in your last podcast with the panda Eunice, who was super cool. Really liked her. But
She was
you said
at
this.
NFT NYC as well. Maybe you ran into her.
Yeah, maybe I saw her perform because I was up there watching some music for a while, but I can't
Oh,
remember the
dope.
names. Yeah, it was
Small world.
nice. Yeah.
You're good. I'm gonna head out.
Yep, man. I wish I were here for the pizza party. I wish I could have gone to the one you were at, Ken.
Dude, I didn't even get to go to the one in Philly because I woke up feeling sick, bro. And I was like, I don't know if it was like contagious, but now I'm like, oh, it was like most likely food poisoning or something because I haven't eaten yet today at all. Like, I have not had a bite of food in my body. I've drank about 3 bottles of water and a third of a Diet Coke, and that's all I've consumed. My body hates me today. And I wanted to go to the pizza party. I got a cheesesteak. I'm staring at it. It's like an hour old. I don't know if I'm going to eat it, but I know I need calories. So
I
we're
would
gonna
eat
figure
it.
this out. I know, dude. My stomach feels like it got off a roller coaster. It hasn't.
Oh, no. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's-
dude. It hasn't chilled out all day. I'm bummed. I'm trying not to let it like bum me out like emotionally, but it's getting there because this cheesesteak smells good and I'm not interested. It's like I have erectile dysfunction for food right now.
Oh man, that happens to me sometimes.
Why does
Awful.
it do that? Why does my belly hate my eyes? My eyes are all in. My mouth is like, give it to me. My stomach's in protest.
Sometimes when you start though, then your body kicks in, then you can go ahead and do it.
I just have to far gua myself, like force feed myself like a fucking goose.
Yes. Sometimes, it's so weird how your avatar is so simple, but it emits so much emotion. Like I feel like I'm talking to the real guy. I have to
I
remind
love
myself
it.
it's 2D.
Dude, I know, I love it, and it makes the dreads like move when I shake my head.
Yeah, see, like check
It's
out my
very
avatar that
dynamic.
I usually use. Hold on. The avatars we have are dope. Sometimes we go as animals.
Yeah,
the
I saw
originals.
that.
The originals are cows, yeah.
Oh wait, it's not. I don't have the same zoom. Never mind. I can't.
Oh no. Like,
Oh,
wow,
never mind.
your,
It's making
your
me
avatar
sign
is so
in.
realistic.
Yeah, never mind. I'll do it on the next one. I'm using a different account because I'm on my laptop finally for once.
Well, we're at the midpoint. I wanted to make sure I talked a little bit about this before we get too far into the woods. But I wanted to talk about bringing the NFTs out of the digital shadows and into the convention halls and getting more of these conferences that feel like conventions. I've been to one Comic-Con, and I'll tell a quick story because I had to sneak in because it was sold out. So basically, I was in a relationship with a girl. We were together for like 10 years, and she was like really popular. She's semi-famous in cosplay world, like hundreds of thousands of followers and stuff like that. And she had, invited me to the thing, and I said I got a ticket, and I didn't get a ticket because I was like, I'll get it when I get there. So I'm flying around doing crypto stuff, and I fly into Philly to see my girl and go to this convention. I'm trying to find a ticket to get in, and they've been sold out forever. I'm an idiot for saying I got a ticket. She probably would have got it for me. So I'm like, how do I get in here? I went down the street, and I bought 2 large pizzas and a 2-liter, and I walked right in the building, walked
Nice.
right past security. I handed the 2 pizzas and a soda to the first booth. So if you're listening, that was me, everybody. If you're at the booth, I said, hey, this is, whatever. And like security saw, and I just waved to them. They waved to me, and I just kept walking around the convention the whole day. So that's how I got in. But I got like 10 people to accept Bitcoin for their art. And I still have some of the art. It was like a cup holder, a cozy, a coaster for your table, a couple pieces of like unique art that was like, hand painted on canvas, and a couple things. But I gave them Bitcoin, and this was before Bitcoin broke 20 grand the first time. So this was like 2017.
Oh, you hooked
Bitcoin?
them up. They didn't even know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I hope they
Dang.
held on to their coins. But even back then, it was somewhat of a overlap mentally. The people at the Comic-Con kind of understood the whole like magic internet money, because they're like, yeah, I fucking LARP all the time, dude. Magic internet, everything is my lifestyle, and like, you guys get it? We're just playing pretend with pixels on the internet, and they're like, yeah, we do the same thing, dude. Fireball, fireball, fireball. I'm like, yeah, Bitcoin, it's all pretend.
I feel like once the anime community gets over the fact that NFTs and crypto are not a scam, if you do it right, then it's gonna blow up. Like
Oh, yeah.
all the people
Yeah.
who are anime fans or like music fans, even like who are getting into the space now, like they're the ones that are gonna be successful in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's what I've been trying to connect with so I did those Futaku ones, Futaku Studio NFTs. They have an animation studio, but the guy who owns that, he's the son of Jen Fukunaga, the creator of Funimation. So his family's the one that started Funimation, and they own all the IP for all the anime and stuff. So he's the one that I've been working with, trying to get him more involved with NFTs, because he's like,
If you own the IP, what are you doing?
Corrected.
Like, get up.
Yeah,
up.
white,
So I'm
white
trying-
label it to
but
me,
it's just-
man.
but-
I'll
but the-
use it.
But it's just there's not a big good reason for him to get involved right now, because it's just
Yeah, you're gonna
not
get
much
canceled.
moving on there.
You're gonna get called a
Yeah.
scammer.
So when the moment's right, I definitely plan on bringing it back in. But I think you're right, like the anime stuff, like yeah, it's perfect. It'll pop off
Pop off.
at some point.
So I
So
guess
when
what
when they decide.
Right. So what I wanted to lead into was like, how do you plan on convincing these conferences to be more like conventions, and having it be more like having a dress up experience rather than a suit and tie one, because I'll be honest, I love everything about what you're doing. Like, I've been doing it kind of. I became like an avatar online, and I wear onesies to conferences, and I dress very Halloween-esque. Like, I am cosplaying a character that is me. I am my own character that I created and I cosplay. Funny enough, somebody has dressed up like me and gone out on Halloween and went to like parties and nightclubs. Yeah, so I'm like a costume people wear.
Funny.
Wow, that's
That's such
bucket
a
list.
funny story, though, bro. That story
It's
is
so
ridiculous,
fucking
though,
dumb.
man.
It's so dumb. I couldn't.
No, you
all
got.
right. I couldn't
That's
even get into
dedication,
this.
because like, did people know who he was? Did his friends know who he
Yes.
was?
No, but listen to the story though. Listen to what actually happened.
All right, so in Vegas for my 31st birthday. I think it was my 30th or 31st. It was like 4 or 5 years ago. I'm 35 now. Fuck, I'm old. And we had a nightclub rented for my birthday, and we got Steve Aoki to be my DJ. Yeah, it was fucking awesome. And it's on Halloween in Vegas, right? So it just keeps getting doper. It's just like dope, dopey, dope, dope, to dope, dope, right? And then I'm in line to get into my event for my fucking birthday, and they wouldn't let me in. Why? Because I wasn't wearing a costume. But the guy standing directly behind me was dressed up like me for Halloween, and they let him in because his costume was me. I was his costume. He got let in, and they would not let me into my own party. I had to go to Walmart, try to get a costume. I couldn't find a costume. It was like, I gave up. I just didn't even go to my own birthday party because I wasn't dressed appropriately.
Thank you.
Nobody
or
was like,
in
hey,
costume.
that's my boy, or did they all think your evil twin was really you?
No, they were just laughing. It was too ironic. Like, it was way too funny for anybody to step in and help. It was like one of those like rubbernecker situations where it's like, oh, the more we spectate, the better the story's gonna get. Nobody help. Nobody help.
Nobody else.
That's so funny though.
Oh
But
my
like he couldn't
God.
get to his own party, and he was himself, and somebody else dressed as him.
Yeah, that
Got
was
it.
Adam, dude. Shout out to him.
Wow.
He's
Adam
doing a lot with
Charles,
the karate.
Adam
Adam
Charles.
Charles is doing a lot with the karate combat stuff. I see him
Yeah.
black eyes and
He's
fat
got-
lips and.
He's got some fights coming up. He'll be at Austin for Consensus, and he'll be fighting I think in London in June. So y'all go give some support to him. He's Adam Charles, and a couple other initials I think on his Twitter.
Oh, that's how we get. That's how we can get the fucking. The World Changers, we can get World Changers dressed up in costume to karate combat. We like do Street
Yeah, it's kinda
Fighter
like a
style
luchador.
fighting. Yeah,
That's
luchador.
such a good idea.
Oh, you
Be
should
like
reach out
luchador,
to
bring 'em.
them. They're super cool. They're way too like community based and
Yeah.
friendly. And you
What are they
probably
called
could
again?
find like a random sponsor.
Combat?
Karate Combat with a K.
They'll be in Austin.
Combat with a K, I
doing
believe, right?
something up there. Yeah.
It's all K's.
Oh,
Karate
Oh yeah,
Combat.
here it is. That is so sick. Yeah, so to answer your question about, how can we make this more of a convention space and a conference space without calling it con? Because I
Yeah,
now
we want
realize
more
why
people in
that's a bad idea.
pajamas, less people in suits. How do we do this?
I think we just do what we're doing. Just show up. I mean, NFT NYC was my first con. I'm just a common man. I can only go to conventions that I'm sponsored to go to. So that was my first one. And I realized, like, yeah, honestly, as an anime convention goer, I would dress up and it would be nobody would really bat an eye because everyone's dressed up. But at NFT NYC, I really felt like I was one of the people of the center of attention because I
Yes.
was one of the only people dressed up. And that was super cool. I felt like a celebrity a little bit. So if you want to feel like a celebrity, go to Consensus dressed up.
Yeah. No, seriously.
But that's
I'm
bold.
getting my cowboy hat, my boots.
Yes.
I'm dressing the opposite. I'm dressing normal.
Are you going to Consensus?
Unfortunately, I don't think so. There aren't any plans for World Changers to go there, as of right now. But
Well,
things could
yeah, I would
change.
focus more on Nashville. There's the Litecoin Summit
Yeah.
and the Bitcoin Conference. Hopefully, Shitcoin Conference
Yeah,
is
I was about to
happening.
say, are
That's
you
my
doing
event.
one there
Yeah.
too?
I'm
Yes,
so
if you come back for
working on it.
Shitcoin.
I do have bad news though, Miggy. This is first for you, but I don't think I'm going to Austin, bro.
What?
Yeah, things have arisen and comeuppance, and I don't think I'm gonna make it out to consensus. I just kind of found out.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oof. That
No
sucks.
suit and tie for
Damn,
you.
it's not gonna be. It's
I
not
know,
gonna be
bro.
as fun now. I'm supposed
I
to be throwing like
know.
3 pool parties. Like at the last
Well,
minute. Like I'm gonna literally do it when I get there.
damn it, dude. Well, have fun for me. You know, try to.
Alright.
My only quarrel, like my only beg is, bro, I'm begging you, get us guests for the podcast that you actually meet, shake hands with, and give hugs to, because like.
Yes.
I would, yeah, because
Yeah.
that's what I want to do. Like this right here, right? We've
For
all
sure.
met each other IRL, and I love bringing that to the podcast.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna have a shirt made and do hashtag none of the Bitcoin podcast on the back.
Yes. Yeah, I remember I was like, you were like, yeah, you should be on my podcast. I was like, yeah, don't forget about me.
Yeah,
doing a
exactly.
podcast.
We did
I
it.
love that you're here
We
right
did it.
now, and we just met in New York, and
Right?
you said you're recently new to the space. Not saying like like you said you got into crypto, but now you're involved in the industry, relatively new. Just curious, like what are your thoughts about this space professionally? Is this something like what I mean? Is this how you kind of pictured it working out as far as like paying bills with your your endeavors in the industry?
Definitely not the way I pictured it, but I love it. It's better than I thought it was going to be. And, there's so many, it's like a landslide of opportunities since I got started working with World Changers. Because now I'm like, I'm doing my own NFT project. I'm now involved in a Discord community that is up and coming. It's just another one of those like crypto advice discords, but this one is different, I think, because we have like real data analysts backed up. We have a really good
Nice.
developer who makes really nice bots. It's called Ape Analytics. There's a YouTube out there for it. That we're taking free. Discord to join is free right now because we're just in the middle of, getting feedback, testing everything. But I'm really excited for this because it's called Ape Analytics, so it has like a degen and a professional like fusion to it. And it's just basically a platform that is gonna take it's like SoulScan. And if you're new to crypto, you go to SoulScan, you're like, yeah, I would probably figure this out, see what I'm doing, but it's so overwhelming, and not the average person can do that. So we're kind of taking that information and giving you automated updates live, like on the hour if you want to sign up for that. And that's what's really cool about this, because it's basically just an info dump, but it's not a dump. It's like a very nicely decorative dump of information that you can get.
It's a polished turd. Is that what you just
Yeah, it's a
said?
polished. Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
Yeah,
It's a decorative dump.
yeah, but yeah, data
It's a
back.
toy,
Yeah,
it's just that's good.
yeah, but
My
one of
rib
our
shirt.
yeah, exactly. So like, I personally like, I'm not a fan of investing because I have way too much anxiety. But I'm so involved with
Same.
the investing thing as well with friends and my team and stuff. So with Ape Analytics, the whole reason for us creating it was because our team leader, he like 10x'd with, and it was insane. Like, it was like
Oh,
he went from like 10K to like $1 million, and it was just like it was
wow.
crazy. So and all he did that just by like he got lucky, of course, but like he was really good at like the data back science of it while also being a degenerate. So we kind of want to bring
Yeah, that's an educated degenerate right there.
exact an educated
Yep.
degenerate is what so that's why we call it Ape Analytics. It's up and coming, and yeah, a lot of projects I'm working on right now, which is really cool. I'm just kind of putting all my eggs in one basket while I'm still 25 and seeing how long I can go before I just you know
That's awesome. Just gotta keep running it. I mean, the biggest thing with any of this is just getting involved and staying involved. I mean,
Mhm.
that's it.
You know what? I
The
think
minute
we
you
should
stop
do
being
a thing for
involved, like,
shit. I think we should do a thing for Shitcoin conference where it's like a costume contest or something. I don't know.
Yeah, wait.
Ooh,
I could try and see. Wait, when is that? When is shitcoin?
It would be,
same week as Bitcoin.
July 26th
28th
ish.
is the-
Yeah, around
oh,
26th,
yeah.
27th, 28th, something like that.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
same week
that's
as Bitcoin and Litecoin.
wow. That would love to try and do that. I have a camping trip the week before. I'm gonna go into the woods
Nice.
and just camp on an off campsite, which is exciting.
Well,
But
take a microphone with you and try to find out exactly what the fox says, because it's been up for debate for a few years now.
Right? That's so funny.
Got the
You could,
cameras.
you could end the debate right now. Just, you know what I mean? What does the fox say?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's funny.
All right, so yeah, I mean, I do want to encourage more of these event organizers to do more, incentivizing people to be less, buttoned up and uptight when it comes to the space. My thing is more so for the external perspective of like when you see people in line dressed up all fun and goofy and like having a good time, it's more encouraging to join. When you see people in line in suits and ties and they're polished dress shoes and
Yeah.
shit, it's like I don't know if that's for me.
Like,
And
who are
that's-
you lined up to exploit?
Right,
What are you
right.
doing?
It's just like a turnoff in general, right? Or it's more like, is that even an environment that's for me? Like, would I fit in? All this. I think everybody feels like they fit into a Comic-Con, right? And unfortunately, with the finance bros, it doesn't have the same appearance. Like when you go to these conventions and you see all the suits. You see all these suits and ties and polished dress shoes, and then they're, crypto kitties and, you know what I mean, like frogs on the wall and all this like unicorn rainbow shit. And it's like, you guys don't really look like you belong in this environment. Like, you're way overdressed. And it's just, I think when people look into the space, they're discouraged from even getting into crypto because of that. Like, it looks like you need to have a suit and tie on to talk about rainbows and unicorn shitting shitcoins. And like, what is, none of it looks like it should. And I think when we have this, wearing a onesie to talk about magic internet money, I think it welcomes more people in than it discourages, right? So, yeah, and you're right. We have to just do it. We attendees just show up and have more fun.
Show up, and then the business suit guys, they're gonna get jealous because they're not getting enough
They're gonna
attention.
feel
They're like,
uncomfortable.
wait.
That's what we were doing though. You, me, and Loudmouth. If we would have walked around together, those suits would have felt uncomfortable and they would have felt embarrassed because they were overdressed.
Yeah.
And that is the energy I want to bring to every financial environment that I walk into is, oh, we overdressed. Like, yeah, no shit, dickhead. You overdressed. I'm in my pajamas. Yeah, you overdressed. You know what I hate when I talk to a dude and he's like, "Oh, I'm retired." Why is your suit pressed, bro? Why are your shoes polished, bro? Why do you have a business card if you're retired, bro?
How do you have time to be retired?
Yo, it's crazy. Like, wear your pajamas if you're retired. Otherwise, you're just retarded.
Yeah, there. At NFT NYC, I feel like that's a very degenerate con because I didn't see a lot of
loved
people with
it.
suits, and the people that I did see with suits, they were valid because they were lawyers, and they were like, they're just.
Yo, there was a
talking
lot
about-
of lawyers there, weren't there? Yo,
Yeah,
I love how you said that because it was like a third of the people's hands I shook turned out to be illegal.
Yeah. Those are the people you want to friend for sure.
That's true as shit, dude. I made
Yeah,
friends with like
definitely.
3 attorneys out there. That's so funny. I actually already used 2 of their business cards to like somebody asked, "Hey, do you know an attorney?" And I'm like, "Just found one, bro."
Hell yeah.
And they know smart contracts. There's not many of them out there, I don't think Johnny Cochran's talking about, ERC 721s and 1155s.
Yeah, for sure. And I went to one of their panels. There was like one about law and stuff and NFTs and whatnot. And it was hard to pay attention because that's the earthquake was going off and all the phones were going off back to back to
yeah.
back.
Oh, dang.
So here's my alpha for conferences. Never go see a speaker. It's a waste of time because they record that shit and you could always watch it when you go home. Like if you're on a bus or a plane or a train, right? Watch all the speaker stuff before you get home. But the stuff in the hallways, the booths downstairs, that kind of vibe, that stuff you can never get back or experience in another way. So I never, ever go to a speaker, ever. I think I've listened to 2 people present. Polly Annie, I got to watch her speak. And I believe Magic Eden and Pigeons of New York, Jim and Bill, they had
TJ
a panel
Miller.
thing. Oh, and well, that was comedy thingy. TJ Miller, yeah.
No,
So
no.
I got to see 3 different things on stages the whole time I was there, but otherwise, rub elbows in the hallway. It's definitely where it's at.
Good point. I guess I was just trying to be like, yeah, I'll go to your panel. I love you.
Yeah, that's the polite time
Really?
waster, and I'm just super honest with everybody. I'm gonna watch it later. I tell
You're so
everybody.
right.
I'm just gonna
You're
watch
so
it
right.
later. I got too much stuff to do right now. And we only got like 6 hours for this conference. There wasn't like an all-day event.
True. Yeah, I was aimlessly walking around for a while because it was my first time. Wasn't really sure what I was doing. I was just
You
like,
were
hey,
killing
hey,
it. You were killing it. You should have adopted Myra. I feel like you and what's that guy's name? Mike, I think, or something.
Tim?
Tim.
The Myra guy?
Yeah, Tim. Yeah, Myra. You and Tim should have teamed up somehow, and made Myra a Super Myra. Like there should be a fork of Myra token, Super Myra. 100%. You guys need to collaborate on a Super Myra coin.
Yeah, I loved him. He was
That's
great.
funny.
That's also another guy on top of Loudmouth who really stole the show at NFT NYC.
Yeah,
Like, come on.
fuck, I should have
Yeah,
shouted him
that
out
was
too.
cool.
There was 4 of us actually that were pretty hella dressed. And you know what though? I guess I didn't put him in there because he was wearing a suit, but it was a fucking dope flamingo
It was a
suit,
pink
so-
suit with his dog's face on it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
yeah.
a
Come
sure.
on. Come on.
No,
Nah,
I
he's
dig that a
legit.
lot.
He's legit. He reached out to me after that too, like bro style, just to say what's up and stuff. I
Yeah, he's really
appreciate that.
nice. He's really nice. Love that.
Yo, I guess anything else from NFT NYC that, like, since it was your first time there, maybe we can kind of talk a little bit about that. Like, what was your experience? I mean, I don't want to try to paint the narrative or, like, push it towards any direction, but I am curious, you are a female, you coming into crypto. I don't know what it's like to be a girl in these spaces, but we hear a lot of these, Me Too opportunities that pop up, and people unfortunately take advantage of them. And I'm just curious, like, what was your experience like being a female at a crypto conference event? Did it feel like, oh, I'm a girl here at this event, or was it just like I'm a person at this event? You know what I mean?
Yeah, the latter. I maybe I was just lucky in this particular event, but I didn't feel like my gender was a big difference in
That's
anything.
so good to hear. Thank
Which
God.
is really nice. Everyone was amazing. I thought I was gonna experience suit and tie and like people being like,
When I
who's this
saw
girl?
you
What's going
dressed
on?"
up in like a super costume and stuff, and like you had that beacon of like give me attention, I was worried like, oh great, I hope these suits don't give us a bad rep. That's why I wanted to ask.
Yeah, it was my partner's little brother actually was like, it's a conference, like you're gonna dress up, people aren't gonna take you seriously, and like that like sparked a fire in me, and I was like, you know what, now I am gonna do it. I'm gonna
Yes.
do it. I'm gonna do it hard. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, everyone was really nice. I'm sure that I'll encounter some of that experience at some point the further I go in. But there's a lot of women in crypto that people don't realize that. 'Cause when people say like crypto bros and stuff, I'm like, do you realize that like some of the richest people are also female in the crypto space? But yeah, I think like the
Yeah,
more
just
that
a much smaller number.
yeah, right. But I think that the more like, and that's why I made Psygoth, which like they're all girls. Like I might make a guy or two. I actually made Psy Punks as well. I dropped that collection too, which I guess that will be more for males. But I just need the more females come into here, the more women come into here. I
Yep.
feel like it'll soften that like, crypto bro narrative, and it will. That's when it'll landslide, and it's already doing that in the mainstream, really, with AI and stuff. But yeah, thankfully I didn't experience anything. I'm pretty tough shelled, so like I don't think if I do experience it, I'll probably just be a funny story to tell next time I'm on this podcast.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yes. No, but I mean, yeah, I've been in the space so long, and I've been to so many conferences, and I was on a cruise that was a conference for like 2 weeks in the middle of the ocean, and there was like 1,000 escorts and a madam, and yeah, dude, it got cringy real quick in the middle of the ocean. And I've been to enough of these conferences where I'm like, sometimes you're like, fuck, I would hate to be a female in this environment. But the past couple years, I think since like 2021, the mainstream movement kind of brought in enough dynamic, attendees that I think the energy is balanced out to where like the crypto bro movement is hopefully kind of fizzled out, and like you don't really have to have people mansplaining blockchain to the newcomers. There's I think
There's so
the
much
industry is
resources.
finding a balance is where I'm at. I'm hoping that we're here now because it feels like it. When I was at NFT NYC, I was very excited to see the balance of men and women. Like I've been to a lot of conferences and there was so many females and there were artists. So many female
Yes.
artists at this event.
It
You
was
know what me and Ken
insane.
were gonna do? Me and Ken are gonna throw an all women's crypto conference.
Are you
Yeah,
guys
we are.
allowed to be there too?
Yeah,
That's
we're
the
throwing
point.
it.
That's
So
the
we're
point.
the only ones gonna be there.
We men are going to host a female-only woman in crypto conference. Yeah, that's. I forgot we talked
I
about
seriously want
doing
to do
that.
it, and him and I are gonna
So
be
do
the hosts for
I.
it.
How are you
We're,
gonna
honestly,
battle
guys,
the
we're
people
literally,
that are
we're
like,
literally gonna dress up like white
It's
knights.
not gonna be a battle though.
yeah, like
And I
white
promise,
chicks?
that's the thing. Like nobody's gonna know, but nobody's gonna. I'm 99% sure that it's not gonna bother anybody.
No, dude. Our whole
Not
slogan's gonna
because
be
we're
like,
doing
"Let
it.
us be your white knight." You know what I mean?
True.
We're just gonna show up on a horse in a white knight costume, and we're here to save you, pathetic women. We got you.
That would be us. No, we're gonna throw an all women's crypto
Told you.
conference.
I'm gonna cancel
Thrown by men.
myself.
No, I was about to say, yeah, like it's good thing you're already canceled, right? You already did.
And we
that
have a lot of
yourself.
friends, the women that are influential in the space. I know a lot of we know a lot of the top, women in crypto and all this stuff.
Yeah,
so
I feel like that could
fight
work
them first.
to a certain extent. You
Yeah.
you don't say anything, and then you come out,
We just
and it's just you guys.
Like very Willy Wonka-esque. We just walk out very eerily silent, unlock the doors. And
See, that's a conference that I would
Yes.
go to and dress up as you, Ken.
oh
god, that'd be good.
that just made my heart warm, dude. I'll dress up like you. You dress up like me. Let's go.
That would be hilarious. Oh my gosh.
Are you, I don't know if you're aware of a project called Blockchain Heroes. It's an NFT collection of reputable people in this space. It's on Wax, and it's done multi-millions of dollars in sales volume and trade. But I'm
Wow.
actually Bitcoin bro in the Blockchain Heroes collection. Basically look like the Big Lebowski.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I look like. I was gonna say, is there like an opportunity to be a world changer, or are the character designs different?
Like on a game as a gamified hero.
Well, yeah, I mean, like in
The
the story, or like in the
Yeah.
character, the lore, I don't know if like you have. I'm just using me as the example, but a lot of projects like this, they have an opportunity for brand collaborations, for monetization. So if like Gemini Exchange wanted to be a world changer, they could have a Gemini Exchange, kind of character in your world. I'm just curious if there are like character opportunities for, influencers, KOLs, brands and products to kind of have like that partnered opportunity in World Changers.
Yeah, that's definitely in the roadmap as well. We wanted to start with like a 2D comic book, hand-drawn fashion, but especially after NFT NYC, we really realized how much and how important it is to really be able to transfer and blend, everything amongst each other, especially in the metaverse. So we are going to be working on some 3D characters as well in the future. We just want to see how this goes, how people resonate with the whole World Changers idea.
Well, with the
and how they
comic,
feel.
have like a page or two in the back just has ad space. If you ever go to a diner and you put you look down at the diner, the mat on the table has like 30 businesses that are local that have ads.
Yeah.
Have like a page or two in the back of your comic book where like I could put up some money and have an ad in the comic, right? And I think other
Oh.
projects, yeah, they would. You could get funding. So basically, you're gonna get paid to put the comic book together because of the sponsors and ads in the back. And then you could either distribute it for sale, or just give it away for free because you already got paid.
Right, yeah, and even that example of like the menu at a diner, it could even be drawn that way.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
comic book,
Yeah, exactly. That's why I use that analogy, because it would be way funnier if it's like in your face ads.
Yeah.
It would be
is
cool to have
great.
a product placement too, like instead of PAL or whatever, it says like Cash App or whatever.
Wait, that's hilarious. That's a good idea. No, thank you so much for that. Yeah,
that's why we're here.
like again, we're new, and we definitely encourage people to give us their suggestions and stuff because this is our first NFT project as a team.
Wow. Do you have a
So-
Telegram or Discord or any way for communities to
do.
jump in?
We do have a Discord set up. I can send you the link for that.
Yeah, I'll post it in the comments of the X. So if you're watching this and it's not on X, go find me on X. #not another Bitcoin podcast. And in this video, in the comments, are going to be all the links.
All right,
All the
sending.
Miggy, your hair looks so good.
I'm wearing a hat all day.
I sent it in the chat.
Hey.
Oh, you sent it in this chat. All right, here we go.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there's another chat I need to send it to.
No, it's fine. I got it.
Oh, I think in the broadcast chat for the show. So people that might be watching it can see it.
Oh,
Yeah, there's,
thank you.
Girl, no worries.
Thanks, Mig. No Miggy, no doubt, baby. All right, I'm posting. So we got a couple links here for everybody. If you're listening live, we have the links to her personal Twitter account, the Cygoth Twitter account, the World Changers Twitter account, and now a link to the Discord as well. Do you have a Telegram?
Not yet. No, that's a good idea though. I need to pitch that over to my colleague.
I'm only in Telegram. I only use Discord to talk to Snacks from Pizza Dow, and I'm uninstalling it after today. I don't like Discord. I somehow got scammed into paying $100 for Discord Premium. I wish I could transfer it. I would give it away. They just got $100 of my dollars because I clicked
You know
the
what's
button.
interesting too is we weren't gonna do a Discord until we went to NFT NYC and everyone's like, you should have a Discord. But
Well,
Telegram,
if you have Drip, but if you have Drip, then I would definitely focus on Discord.
yeah.
Drip.io, I just had them on the podcast a couple days ago, and they're basically turning Discord into a video game. So
Yeah, they got a lot of good
Yeah.
reward systems and
you
incentives
could
that are off chain
with,
just to make it.
yeah, with the World Changers, this is right up your alley, 100%.
Right?
100%. You could do challenges that are like go outside and take a picture of like a dirty park, and then take a picture of the park when you cleaned it, and post the proof in our Telegram or Discord, and you can reward people for doing that shit. And it's like really conveniently easily done now.
That's such an insane idea. So it's drip.io?
Yeah, I think it's just called drip.io, right? Drip,
I think so.
.io. Oh no, .re, .re.
Yeah.
It's
Ah.
Oh.
Drip.
Dev tree.
Yeah, and it's easy to. I mean, according to them, it's
The
easy,
water
it's easy
boy.
to implement into your Discord.
My mama say that drip.re gives you electrolytes.
Oh, this is great. Oh, so grateful to be here, guys. Thank you so much for this.
I'm happy this is your first podcast. You're definitely
Yeah.
not going to have this much fun moving forward. Other people are literal uptight. A little bit.
Well, I'm flexible.
Yeah, but you don't seem to be the type of person who will take yourself too seriously, so who cares
Yeah.
how
Yeah,
other
you're wearing a
people
superhero
take themselves
costume.
serious. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Honestly, I had so much relief watching some of your podcasts from before to get ready for this one. I was like, wait, it's just a hangout. We're just
Yeah.
hanging out.
Shooting the shit.
Yeah.
In the shit.
All right, Miggy,
Just
we can wrap her
vibes.
on up here if you want to head us out of the show.
Cool. Well, thanks everybody for watching. Shout out, for Bitcoin Pizza Day. Hope everybody got to celebrate today in honor of, 10,000 Bitcoin being spent on pizza. Shout out to our amazing guests and their project going on. Be sure to check her out, and definitely follow the Bro, the one and only Kenn, the Bro Bosak, and me.
Yeah, you guys
Crypto
can't
Live.
tell, but I'm naked right now.
Captain Underpants
Oh, yeah.
over here.
Yes, sir.
That's hilarious.
We'll see
All right,
you
guys,
again.
Have a day.
Peace.
Bye.
Hello, happy bros. Hey, you're about to get a face full of the Kenn Bosak. He's a mentor. That's what I heard. He's a connector. Oh, yeah. He's a brilliant leader. I've seen it. It's Kenn Bosak. Oh, happy bro. You gotta get some Bitcoin and hold it. Happy bros. You gotta get those NFTs and you gotta hodl that stuff. You gotta hodl it. 'Cause I'm Kenn bro. We got your Bitcoin, bro. He's an original. Buy some NFTs and hold them. How many times does he have to tell you? Going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Going to the moon. going to the moon. We're gonna get real high. 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 Yeah, we're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Bro, we're going to the moon. Oh yeah, we're going to the moon. We're gonna get real high. Real high. Yep. Real high. Hello, happy bros. Come get some Kenn Bosak.